I'm very confused actually about that case, just regarding that missing and now unalived teenager. And it just doesn't make any sense because with everything that has been said and done, they are still letting the white family live in their liberalism. All the white families involved, I don't think any of them have been brought in to testify or to interrogate the situation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from what's been proposed so far, the only thing they seem to be doing is exploiting the young black kid's death, and they don't actually seem to be taking any kind of action towards really undergoing the motive. This is the problem that I have. The moment a black person's involved in a situation, whether he's innocent or he's guilty, they for some reason exploit the black person on the media. They exploit all of his interactions. They've exploited every situation that he's been in, but they never exploited the white people. As a matter of fact, the white people were reported in the situation to have deleted their media. So I'm not really, I'm actually very unimpressed. That is actually one situation that I will speak to you. If you are not religious, you better get on your knees and just do what you need to do now, before in the long run, the wrong people end up paying the price, right? And this is exactly what has a rippling effect on everybody within the community, right? You can't actually have a situation regarding a missing child. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, he's not even legal to drink in some places, right? So technically speaking, he's still a child, but you're not holding anybody accountable who was involved in the situation. I don't think any of them have gone out on the media. The only people I've seen on the media are the black parents and the black friends and the black family and the black kid who doesn't even have his life anymore. And this is what you are proposing, that the black people are just to be used as the public commodity, typically funding the media, as we've seen. Okay, the cowardly effect that America uses to try and hide their guilt regarding the nature of white people, their incompetence to actually cater for black people, but they want to propose an image to the world that they were vanished and that they were completely fled from the scene. And this is exactly what gives them the leverage to actually control the narrative, given that sadly there were no black people involved within the situation except for him. That's dangerous, man. And I have to tell you, like, the fact that that's still going on today, it shows you the wicked and the cruel nature of people who are actually living within you. And should you be a black person and you testify your concern regarding these people who will leave you stranded to the point where you don't even have life, that they'll actually go around and they'll point the finger at you for accusing their good old white folks of such innocence, right? And if you don't actually get to the core root of the situation, you're gonna seriously get hurt. And that's what I'm saying to people, right? That's a concerning level of ignorance, and that level of ignorance will it's one that I feel you cannot associate with. It's actually a health and safety concern for a lot of people. That there is no equipment available, and the fact that you are just kind of using this as a public case, as an opportunity to gain some sort of leverage. It kind of seems to me like they're making a statement, right? Like they're trying to tell you, we're at the top, you're at the bottom. And they'll go as far as using your unalived son on the media. You see, this is the thing, and I'm just going to say this, okay? My concern is actually less about white people, because I believe me, I expect them to be that cruel and that wicked as they've been since the prehistoric data has shown the millions of black people who have actually suffered severe consequences at the hands of white people. My concern isn't them. I think my concern is more around the black so-called leaders or the elders who are selling their children to the system, refusing to actually believe the stories that their children are bringing home from school, claiming that they're bullied and harassed. So the parents claim, given that they want to squeeze in with white America, they'll take that story and they'll turn it around saying, oh, my child's going crazy for pointing out that good old white innocent snowflake of such an allegation, given that the history has already qualified all of his proposed concerns to be true and less of a mental illness, contrary to what the American system has told us. And for as long as you keep selling your people out to the system, you're going to run yourself into some deep trouble, because this is like something and I'm not going to criticize the parents, right? I sometimes I do understand, as with the problems that happen in the black community, right? You really just want the best for your children, right? You were sold an idea that going to a white school and having white friends and achieving white status is going to be the ultimate solution for you, right? So it just, if you didn't know that, then that's different. That's not what I'm concerned about. My concern is regarding those people that I'm aware of who go home and they inform, or either they inform or they're too afraid to inform regarding the brutal nature of the lack of independence and the lack of civil behavior that they have towards black people within the North American hemisphere. It's gross, it's disgusting, and I'm telling you, no amount of voice can stop the problem. You certainly do not want to get yourself involved in the problem, and every time you find yourself trying to withdraw from the problem, they have to bring their wicked sick straight on your face just because they're too weak to live with the fact that they have actually been compared to a black person. That right there is something that they fear. That is their nightmare, and because they have that fear, what they do is they project their fear and their guilt in towards maneuvering a psychological deterioration of black people to conform to them, given that that's the only way of leverage that they're aware of. And sadly, they continue to deploy such a useless strategy to where they have to go as far as life and hell to prove their claim to their effort, in which they have been taught and indoctrinated to believe that they are superior to black people. And the ironic thing about this is, in their journey to proving that they are superior, they actually prove otherwise. They prove that they are cowardly, they prove that they are pathetic, they prove they are nothing more than just children claiming adult lives with childish playground insults, with childish behavior, with probably couldn't even zip up their own pants if they if their mother wasn't around. And I really don't even want to give this any more of my attention. It's actually very sick. It's concerning. It's gross, right? Like this is what they've been normalizing, and they try to hide through history. And anytime you try to point it out, they'll accuse you of being of paranoia or trying to cause harm to their community, when all you're doing is pointing out the records. Like it's on paper. Like how are you gonna lie about the fact that hundreds of millions of black people either go through this or have lost their livelihood to situations like that till this day? It's the level of ignorance that they propose in places where they claim that there's independence, that there's freedom, when really it's just nothing more than a race war to prove through any means dehumanization, objectification, harassment, to prove that they are better than you. And in their journey to proving that they're better than you, you better watch out for your life.